What's up, Gatekeepers? It's your girl Phil, and I'm back with a recap of Beyond the Gates for the week of October 27th through the 31st. Ted and Leslie share a heartfelt hug, and Nicole sees everything. Meanwhile, Joey's suspicion of Hayley and Randy's secret threatens to detonate Fairmont Crest right as Eva and Izaiah ignite a forbidden spark. Let's get into it. So we start off the week on Monday. We open at the country club where Nicole and Danny are giving Leslie the laser-eyed stink face. Nicole and Danny are trying to keep it cool, but they aren't liking it. Nicole fills Danny in on Martin and Smitty's beautiful ceremony and seeing Ted later. Girl, what happened? We was about to get it in, but then the alarm sounded, and that was the end of that. Then Hayley swings by to offer condolences to Nicole and her divorce, and basically gets shooed away from the table. Girl, if you don't get away from us. Seconds later, Leslie tries to recruit Hayley, and why? She wants a friend who isn't afraid of Bill. Okay, so what makes you think that Hayley, being Bill's wife, is going to help you? Okay, that don't make sense. In other words, let's tag team the king. Hayley refuses, tells Leslie to stay out of her way, and storms off. Now back at the table, Danny finds out Ted and Leslie hooked up. Of course, Nicole keeps throwing that in there. They slept together again. Okay, Nicole. Danny, of course, is repulsed and immediately gives Nicole a license to date whoever she wants, even Carlton. So y'all know, in my opinion, Nicole and Carlton don't need to be together because of their long-standing friendship and relationship to Ted. But now everybody in Fairmont is like, go with Carlton. Okay. Eva and Izaiah vibe over life, jobs, and exes. He overshares. She's intrigued. They swap numbers until Miss Cat rolls up like a walking siren and trashes her own sister. Izaiah, I would watch out for that one. She is no good. I don't like her or her mother because they came to town and ruined my family. Oh, and by the way, she's my sister. What? Yes. Okay, please stay away from her. Now, Gatekeepers, I know some of y'all are tired of Cat trashing Eva, but we might as well let that go because she is going to always not like Eva or her mother, okay? And until they rewrite the script that they'll get along, that's the way it's going to be from now on. Over in Bill land, he and Tomas are working while Bill makes approximately 900 jokes about Tomas's groin injury. Hayley pops in and calls Leslie diabolical and cray-cray for trying to recruit her. Bill vows to boot Leslie from the club. Caroline casually asks Hayley if she got that number she needed, which sets off Bill's spidey sense. At Orphe Jean's, June catches Samantha with Nathan and Mama Bear enters the chat. She blocks a kiss, accidentally dumps a milkshake on the boy, and calls him out for disrespect. Of course, Sam's furious, but June's firm. Baby, reach higher on the tree, because that's not the branch you want. On Tuesday, Martin, Smitty, Vernon, and Anita get together and discuss remarrying, pride, and life. It's wholesome. Soak it up because the rest of it is chaos. Kat admits to Chelsea she wants to keep Izaiah away from Eva for his own good. Chelsea sees right through it, Revenge much? Their conversation strays a bit too steamy, and Samantha overhears the bang bang changes the game talk. Uh-oh. First off, Kat always is going to want Eva not to win, and by all means necessary. She does not want to see that girl happy. Secondly, all of a sudden the bang bang with Kat and Tomas is just off the charts. Okay, they did it 3 times before, it was nothing. Now all of a sudden it's the greatest thing since Nickel Beer, and they can't get enough of each other, and she is just like, oh my gosh, I don't know when the switch was flipped, but she went from one extreme to the other. Okay? Ugh. Anyway, Izaiah tells Chief Hawthorne and Jacob about a job offer at Banneker University. So we find out that the entire Hawthorne family is in law enforcement. They have another brother named Luke or Lucas or something to that effect. And I do believe Mama is in law enforcement as well. We kind of figured that Izaiah was the black sheep of the family. Elon had a few choice words to tell his son that, he's not liking what he's doing right now, but it is what it is. Nicole flirts with Carlton. Shanice is loving it until Ted barges in mid-giggle and goes caveman. Ted approaches Carlton and let him know, what are you doing going out with my ex-wife? Okay. Of course, Carlton claps back with, Nicole is that one. You didn't treat her right, and now that you haven't treated her right, it's my turn to swoop in and treat her like the queen that she is. Okay? Of course, Ted didn't like that and was ready to knuckle up, but then Nicole put a kibosh to all of that and cancels her dinner with Carlton. Meanwhile, Samantha sneaks back home and starts making out with Nathan, but Martin and Smitty walk in and it goes nuclear. Samantha, what are you doing? On Wednesday, Carlton apologizes to Nicole for the hospital showdown. Nicole says she's not ready because at the end of the day, she still loves Ted. She pauses the romance, then kisses him goodbye. Mixed signals much? Okay, because you don't need to be dealing with Carlton no more than Carlton need to be dealing with you, Nicole. It's just wrong on so many levels. Danny and Vanessa gossip at the country club. Danny calls the place infested with interloping sluts. She pushes Vanessa to drop Joey. Vanessa counters with a bomb. She doesn't want to stand beside Joey's throne. She wants to share it. Power couple alert. Meanwhile, Elon pays Joey a firm visit. He's mad Joey kept Malone in town. Joey warns there are bigger entities at stake, meaning there's a prominent family in Fairmont Crest that wants to keep their halo from being tarnished. Okay? Elon wants Marcel to go ahead and retire like he had planned. Then Joey says, okay, well, if Marcel leaves, then why don't I try working on Jacob? And of course, Elon is like, oh, no, you don't. Plus, Jacob wouldn't do it because we all know that Jacob is law and order and by the book. But then Elon lets Joey know about Izaiah, and Izaiah being the black sheep of the family. Y'all should have seen Joey's look on his face like, I never heard of Isaiah's son, and maybe I can use him in the future. I guess we got to wait and see. Meanwhile, Izaiah is feeling low. He texts Eva saying that he needed a buddy to talk to. They meet, they bond over messy parents and exes, and she clocks him with an A+ insecure reference. Now, Izaiah received a text from his ex-girlfriend Yolanda letting him know that do not turn down the offer from Banneker. Because of me, our relationship is done. Will we eventually get to see Yolanda? I hope so. Now back at home, Martin and Smitty catch Samantha nearly in the act. They ground her, they take away her phone and iPad, and deliver the worst line, "We're very disappointed in you, Sam." Tyrell calls Nathan a walking red flag, and then Sam steals Tyrell's phone and secretly messages Nathan. Wrong move, Samantha. Everybody trying to tell you that Nathan is not that dude. Derek and Ashley dress as bride and groom and talk wedding dates. They both went to Ashley Andrea's Halloween party. And the talk of wedding dates sends Ashley into a quiet panic. All right, let's keep eyes on this one. At Orphe Jeans, Tyrell overhears Nathan bragging about punching the next super top model's V card, which of course he's referring to Samantha. Tyrell and Jessica absolutely roast him. At some point, it looks like Nathan and Tyrell might knuckle up, but Tyrell lets him know he don't need to fight him to let him know to stay away from my sister. But Nathan say, if she reach out to me, it's on and popping. Ooh. Nicole and Samantha have a frank talk about intimacy. And Nicole says sharing your body means sharing your whole self. Without affection, it can be very cold. Martin ear hustles Sam saying she got the idea from Kat, and then he snaps. I have got to talk to Kat about talking bang bang around my daughter. And Sam's asked Nicole to move in, and of course that's not gonna happen. Leslie bumps into Ted. She tries to spin their chat into a flirt. He says, calm down, but maybe we can be friends. She admits her revenge tour wasn't satisfying, and he wonders, a fresh start? On Thursday, it's officially Halloween everywhere. Costumes repeat and Ashley's commitment chat jitters intensify. At Orphe Jeans becomes Nathan's downfall because Tyrell hears the brag, steps up for Sam, and Jessica lands verbal haymakers. Samantha asks Nicole if she can move in. Heartfelt grandma wisdom round 2. And Martin's fury rises when he learns Kat's influence helped push Sam towards Bang Bang. Leslie and Ted talk again. She softens, acknowledges she went too far, and he, brace yourselves, begins to thaw. Hell's weather report, flurries. And finally, on Friday, Leslie tells Jan she and Ted are getting closer. He even suggested they might be friends again. Of course, Leslie is already saying, I ain't trying to remain in the friend zone. I'm looking for more. Ted shares breakfast with Eva at the club, trying to make up for lost time, which he been doing too much anyway, trying to be a father to Eva instead of really trying to reconnect with Nicole. And then on her end, she wasn't giving him a chance anyway. Ted asks Eva to start calling him Dad. He says she reminds him of the Leslie he used to know, and he's proud of her. Ted apologizes to Nicole and gives her a real olive branch. If she wants Carlton as her Winterfest escort, he'll respect it. At the hospital, Leslie learns Ted asked Eva to call him Dad. She's moved, they hug, and who sees it? Nicole. Meanwhile, Bill and Hayley go from let's take a trip to let's buy a sunny second home. And in 0.5 seconds, he even puts the place in Hayley's name. That's not a gift. That's a plot device with a bow. Hayley then runs into Joey, who mentions the secret she and Randy are keeping. She laughs off the alleged affair and threatens lawsuits all around. What are you doing? Spreading accusations that I'm having an affair on my husband? Oh my gosh, you do realize that my husband is a lawyer, and I will be filing lawsuits if you keep this up. She's protesting a little too hard. Joey clocks it. He is suspicious, and when Joey gets suspicious, people get exposed. Meanwhile, Tomas begs everyone to stop talking about his groin injury. He's even getting tired of Kat because she constantly apologizing, bringing him medicines and going through all that. And he like, girl, if you don't stop, okay? It's not broken. It's going to take a little time to heal. Let it go. And y'all know Kat can be a bit much. Now, Madison is annoyed at Chelsea because Chelsea crossed the line by going to her mother to try to reunite these two. And Madison is like, stay in your lane, stay out of my business. Now, later on, Madison talks to Nicole and said that she and Chelsea need to step up their communication skills. Nicole agrees. Eva finds out from Tomas that Izaiah is Jacob's brother. The same Jacob who's been gunning to bust Leslie. Star-crossed situationship confirmed. So that's the week in Fairmont Crest. If you love this tea, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. And drop your takes in the comments. Is Ted fooling himself with Leslie? Should Nicole choose Carlton for Winterfest? And who's the bigger threat right now? Joey's suspicions or Hayley's secret? See you next time, Gatekeepers, for more chaos from beyond the gates.